that one time, but they were trying to catch up, but say following them move too fast. And say Afro was like, why the hell y'all like took the gun with me?
Yeah. Man. That's crazy, girl. I told him, don't put man past a bit of boy. What you all go back to the G? I'll be done by the time you get. Why you say that? Don't forget my passport, dog. I said, what you told him? Don't forget my passport, dog. I say what he said. What you told him? Don't forget my passport, dog. So he brought it. He just forgot to bring it to you. Played. Ooh. Oh, that who you were talking to? Mm-hmm. No, that be from 5 to 9. That be from 5 to 9, though. She ain't lying. Mm-hmm. Right string, wrong yo-yo, huh? Shit, all right, man.
Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Oregon Ducks. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
At the 24-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, give on the inside. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
Looking to pass, it's Reese. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls on the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Still looking. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, going up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
God damn, y'all niggas ain't gonna block.
Roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
You got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but his ball's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 45, on his way. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, when he kicked it into you, got the long touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the running back. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Still running at the 40. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Shakes off the tackle.
Man, I was dying.
Him downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers.
Bro, come on, dog.
Another drive on top of this. Their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Reese. Makes the grab over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked up. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Second quarterback. Ass, dude.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so
Got it. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he got loose, it was all over. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of him on defense. It's just putting him in easy situations. Chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Penn State! And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the RPO, complete.
Oh, what the fuck?
He's off to the races. The 30, past the 20, the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Good job on defense getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it up, but they do force the incompletion.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Movement here from the tight end.
Oh, shit, I ain't see that bitch down.
On the move at the 30. Gotcha with the run.
Oh,
Touchdown,
shit.
Oregon. What a great
That
play
bitch
by
came
the
out of
defense,
nowhere.
paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Reese. It's complete on the right side. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He leaves it with his back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Wade. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! What a catch and run for 6. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These two Both defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to fire on second down. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And if that don't light your fire, the wood is when the best play on a field is when the big boys, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Second and 10, he'll throw again. He'll take another shot here. And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Bringing it back. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Fair catch called for and made. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Quickly to the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
On second down, looking to throw. Pressure coming. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy who can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Scanning the field, it's Reese. Unloads it left. Rolls it in. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Oh, he makes the catch. Tackled immediately after the catch. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third down, he'll try to pick it
No,
up.
this man threw
Well,
my
the first half,
ball,
this offense was
dog.
up and down the field. It seemed
Come
like everything they
on,
were dialing
bruh.
up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Going to take a shot. And he's got
was
it
a
at
dive.
the 25. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, the quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18. The Nittany Lions have pushed it inside the 20. To the air, it's Reese. Got his man quickly. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He caught it. And he wanted to get that one in, but the defense able to force him out at the 2.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Quick pass on the jet motion. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Penn State 38, Oregon 35.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down to possession.
Oh, look at this shit, dog.
Convert on this 4th down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end.
And I like it. I like it a little bit different in this area, and I probably know I'm going for it on 4th down. Well, 4th down is green zone, especially in this area of the field. I'm going for it. I'm trying to get a touchdown. I probably had that in mind. I got a little bit of a positive game. Now let's go for it and punch it in.
Trailing and getting deep in the game. They'll go for it here on 4th and goal. They'll go to the air. They're trying to get to him.
Let's fucking go, man.
Stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout.
No! This man threw a fucking pick, dog.
Touchdown, Oregon!
Big hell, bro.
Great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Nigga was fucking deep, bro.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UTEP was able to cap off a close one inside the Sun Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Oh, bro, it's fucking locked, dude.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Reese. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's taking the deep shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Give to the running back. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left.